Well, we're back in the shop. Today's project's going to be this Swisher string line trimmer. Found it on the side of the road for free, so we picked it up. So far, the only thing I know that doesn't work is the cable for the engine brake. It looks like it's seized up. But we have one of those hanging on the rafters, so we'll take the old one off, put the new one on, see what else we find out. I think the first thing I'm going to do, though, is hose it down with some purple power, get it cleaned up a little bit, make it a little easier to work on. So that's what we'll do first. We got her cleaned up a bit. Good enough anyways. I think what we'll do is we'll start by taking this cable off for the engine brake. It's seized, like I said. I do have another one. I hope it's the same. We'll find out. Let's see. Oh, almost had it. Slippery. You just have to remove it from the handle here. So this just pops out. There we go, got it off. Well, I saved this cable from another lawnmower we worked on quite a while ago. It still works, so we'll just use it. We're not going to use the handle though, just the cable. Cable does have a little bit of rust on it, so I'm going to dump some penetrating oil down it too. Just maybe it'll last a little longer, not seize up like the other one. And the cable I have, it's not going to work. It's about, I don't know, 6-8 inches too long. That's a bummer. I guess what we'll do is we'll just wire that up for now. Wire it up tight for it doesn't work. Well, we've got that rigged on there. We'll leave it for now. If everything works right in the end, maybe we'll go buy a cable. I guess the next thing to do would be check for spark. We'll throw the spark tester on here and see what we got. Probably should just pull the plug and clean it, but yep. Got spark. We know we're going to have to take the carb apart anyways and clean it, so I guess that's next on the list. Got a couple screws to take out here. Get the covers off. See a little better now. Been a while since that air cleaner's been out. Not the worst we've seen. Alright, 8 mil should take these out. Well, I looked up online a little earlier what these things sell for. The new ones are, $600-700. So, I guess it's worth putting a little time and effort into this one. Oh, there's the other bolt. Missed one. So, if I get this thing fixed up and running, I don't really need it, so I'll probably put it up for sale. What should I sell it for? What would be a fair price? Oop, not quite. 10 mil, I guess. Oh, I'm thinking maybe advertise it for 175. Be happy if I got 150. I don't know. Disconnect the linkage here. Should probably pull the fuel line first, but oh well, we'll get it off. Oh yeah, let's do the fuel line. Okay, carburetor's off. Take that over the bench and get her cleaned up. Well, we took the carb over to the parts washer and gave the outside a quick bath just to get some of the gunk off. Don't need the dirt from the outside ending up on the inside. Doesn't look too terribly bad. I'm going to pull the bowl off. Oh, she's going to be gummy. if you can focus in on this or not, but wow. It's got crud on it. I think we need a better camera to focus in a little more. Oh boy, yeah. She's nasty. Wow. Yeah, this will take a little bit of time to clean up. She's crudded. Oh, look on the glove. Well, we'll get to her. Get that pin out for the float. This could prove to be a challenge. Huh. Yeah, any kind of equipment like this, when you're done with it for the year, you need to run them dry. At the very least, you know, use ethanol-free fuel and put some stabilizer in it. I prefer running them dry, but that's what the ethanol looks like when it dries up in there. It just turns almost like sand. Wow, that's nasty. She'll clean up though. We'll get it. Just need to push that pin out here for the float. Might have to find a small nail or something. It's coming. There we go. The needle looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. We can get that all cleaned up. Certainly is pretty dirty, so I guess we'll just hose it down and clean up the best we can. get it as clean as we can, then we'll just take some compressed air and blow through all the orifices and passageways. Get it clean. Definitely dirtier than most we've seen. Been sitting a while with fuel in it. May even take a little bit of brass wire and run it through some of these orifices. Brass is pretty soft, it won't damage anything. Brass or copper, whatever. Guess it's copper wire, really. Just nasty. Not used to seeing the rust in here like this. Always a good idea to have safety glasses on when you're doing this. You don't want that carb cleaner ending up spraying back right in your eyes. I'll let that soak for a minute. I'll get myself a piece of copper wire. Just trying to get it as clean as we can. A little bit of a brass brush here to get some of the more crud off of it. Anything we leave in there is obviously going to probably clog up one of the passages, so we want to get all the crud out we can. It's starting to look better. Scrape it down a little bit here. Just comes off like powder. Alright, that looks pretty decent. Let's take our wire, run it through some of the passages. And we'll do the same thing with some compressed air in a minute. Blow everything out. Single strand through this little small one here. All right. Hose her down one more time. Part of my gloves coming off. Don't need that clogging up the passages either. I'm going to do away with these gloves. Line that up just right. Pin. Needle valve. Washer. All right, now we need some compressed air. Now if you blow air through here, you can blow that rubber seat right out. So just go gentle, because that can come flying right out at you. Well, that's probably about as clean as we're going to get it. Whoa. Gotta hang on to it, I guess. shooting across the room. Boy, that doesn't look very clean. That's better. Right, so put the float and needle back in. Alright. Washer goes on there. We've got that wiped out and rinsed out as best we can. Okay, not super tight, just good and snug on that. Well, I guess we're ready to put it back on and see if she'll run. Well, let's get this carburetor back on and see if it's going to run. We'll start with the linkage. Then the fuel line. Put a little silicone under this ripped gasket. It's not quite dry yet. Every time I touch it, it moves. Again, not super tight, just good and snug. Now this goes on next. The little vent, PCV vent there that you have to line up first. what were they, 8 mil? Alright, air cleaner's next. Air cleaner should really be replaced, but we'll make sure it runs first before we go doing anything like that. And this cover should be the last piece that goes on. Caught it. Alright, so throw some fresh fuel in and we'll see what happens. Well, let's give it a try, see if we can get it fired up. Hit the primer a couple times. There you go. The only thing we didn't figure out is how we're going to shut it off without that brake working. Well, she runs. I guess we got a little more work to do, get the brake hooked up one way or another. Maybe I can modify that cable and make it work. Well, we'll play with it for a little while longer, see what we can come up with. It's been well over a month since we've worked on this. We ordered a new cable, and it took, I don't know, 5-6 weeks to get here. They were out of stock on it, and they were waiting for the manufacturer to ship to them, so we had to wait as well. Seems like it's pretty typical this with what's going on in the world right now to have people out of stock on everything you want. Anyways, well, we got it, so we're going to get this installed and see how it works. Zoom in here a little. This is pretty straightforward. Just stick it in the hole there, and then that just snaps into place. There, that's it. Now we just have to install it up by the handle and we're done. Alright, so now for the handle end of it. That just slides through the same way. And then this end goes through the hole in the handle. If we can get it lined up just right. There we go. So that seems to work. Alright, let's give it a try, see if she'll start up. Primer, a couple shots. Pull in the brake release there. That seems to run okay. Well, I guess that ends this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. I always need more subscribers. And check out my channel for some other repair videos. Thanks for watching.